This is the Almighty. So I assume as soon as I said that, you thought of the big guy in the sky that has the endless supply when I said the Almighty. So don't get me wrong, to everybody out there that is big on the God. Big ups to the God, right? Big fan. However, today I'm going to ask permission to refer to you. So when I hear the word might, um, I've retired my perceptions of what I automatically think. I've retired my perceptions to correlate it to the power of possibilities. So what I mean by that is I've retired my original perceptions. This is a fun thing to do during your day, is give your old perceptions a break, right? So, retire them for the day or even just give them a day off. Great morning, Andrea. Hey, Andrea, it's good to see you here. Great morning. Kathy, as always, great morning to you and to the community. That's right. So retire your old perceptions, right? And you're going to allow yourself, when you think about the word might, to correlate it to the power of possibilities. So we're switching, right? We're not talking about might. We're talking about maybe might. So there are three basic answers to a direct question when evaluating whether or not we want something or are interested in something or are in acceptance of something. So think about that. There's three basic answers whenever somebody pitches you on something. Great morning, Marty. Great morning to my lovely wife, Chicken, who's joining as Karma Mind right now. Pretty lucky man, this dragon, to have that chicken. Go check out Karma Minds. So three basic answers, and they are yes, no, or maybe, right? And I think we forget about that third option, maybe, right? So sometimes we say yes or no too fast. So here's the blessing for the day. Sometimes we say yes or no too fast. The wise man learns to take his time and refrain. The wise man, right? Wisdom is a great thing. The wise man or woman takes their time and refrains from a quick yes or no, but spends more time in the open possibility of a thinking human, right? They recognize the value in not discounting anything, and the things that they recognize the value of not discounting anything, but also recognize the danger perhaps of placing an exclamation point behind things that we recognize that we only really know at that time, right? So that's why we don't jump to a yes or no, because you have to recognize those things, right? Either you might be wrong in thinking that yes or no, right? So those are the polars. So the Almighty, that's what this is called. The Almighty One is the one that lives in this conscious open space. The middle way is what Buddhists call it. The curious eye of the storm, which is the space, the calm space that stands in between a yes or a no, right? So the space that sees that it might be right and it might be wrong. There's that word might, right? I'm telling you right now, if you struggle with anxiety and things like that, a fun exercise, I'm not telling you I have a cure, but a fun exercise is to just give yourself a break from trying to control things that are out of your control, right? And one of the things you can do is just live in that middle way space of saying maybe. In my book, I teach in the realm of cognitive distancing. I teach this sound that you can make whenever you observe something. You can just say, huh, right? And that means maybe, right? Yeah, somebody's checking in, learning to say, let me think about that overnight. Yeah, why would we even have to say overnight? But you are so right. And I'll get back to you. So that's what it means when I say, huh, interesting, acknowledging, I heard you, I see that, but I'm not sure if it's yes or no yet. So I'm going to live in the middle way. So powerful. So by living a mighty life, you gift yourself the gift of growth potential every step of the way through your day. So are you having a bad day? What is the answer? Yes or no? Well, you could say maybe right now, but You might be wrong. So are you are you an almighty human? So this is the this is the live. By the way, when I do my podcast episodes, we do a nice, clean, edited sub 5 minute episode that goes to the Rise Up with Dragon podcast. So if you're coming in live, you get to hear the special episodes where I cough and clear my throat. That's the special part of live. So are you an almighty human, or are you a know-it-all? Think about that. Are you an almighty human, which means maybe, or are you a know-it-all? I used to be a know-it-all. Very, very tough way to live life. It's fun to look, it's fun to look at the things that and recognize, or it's fun to look at the know-it-all. Let's say that. It's fun to look at the know-it-all and recognize him or her as the one that actually might be wrong the most. Isn't that interesting? If you're a know-it-all, right, and you always choose to be right, you actually are the one that knows the least, right? Because you don't live in the word might. You're just so confident that everything's right. And we live in this world where we don't know anything, right? Whenever we say that we know something as being right, that's just based on what we've been taught. And have we ever assessed whether the people or things that we learned from were right? No, we're just saying right now. That's what we're saying. So just be careful. Check yourself, consciously find, it's a big win to find out that you're a know-it-all, because you might actually be the one that knows the least. So my message to you today is this just might be your lucky day. This just might be your lucky day. That's what I said to my wife today. I said, this just might be that day you're going to have that win. And I just want you to learn how to live in the might. So make sense? So I hope so. I'll be back at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow for, I guess, the 23rd episode. And just a heads up for those of you following along with this live, I'm going to be going on this interesting spiritual journey at the end of this month. It's actually 17 days. So one of the reasons why I'm getting very, very healthy, getting ready for this journey I'm taking to the Amazon, documenting the whole thing. It's going to be really cool. So there will be a week where I won't have internet or anything like that. So at that point, we'll have 25, 30 episodes loaded into the podcast Rise Up with Dragon if you want to continue using that checkpoint. I will be doing this all the way through, meaning my rise ups. They'll just be a little bit more interesting while I'm in the Amazon, but just giving you a heads up about that. So love and appreciate you. This might be your day. This might be your day. So enjoy living in the might. And I hope nothing but a wonderful, wonderful blessing comes into your life today. Bye-bye for now.